The Silent Clause. Episode 5. The Hidden Architecture. Charisse stopped reacting like a victim. Not because the pressure disappeared, but because it stopped surprising her. The lawsuit had changed something permanent inside her. $2 million wasn't just a number anymore. It was a message, a declaration that the system had already decided what she was. And systems like that didn't negotiate. They executed. That night, she didn't sleep. Instead, she built. Her apartment transformed into something between a command room and a battlefield map. Every document she had ever signed with Starlene was printed, pinned, compared. Lines of ink, digital timestamps, metadata screenshots, email approvals. At first it looked like chaos, but slowly, patterns emerged. Marcus arrived just after midnight. He didn't knock. He never did anymore. He walked in, saw the walls, and stopped for a second. "You're organizing it," he said. Charisse didn't turn. "I'm mapping it." Marcus stepped closer. "That's dangerous." Charisse finally looked at him. "No. Ignorance is dangerous." That shut him up for a moment. Then he placed a new folder on the table. This came from someone still inside. Charisse looked at it immediately. No names. Marcus shook his head. "They're too scared." She opened it. Inside were internal Starlene documents. Clean, official, and terrifyingly precise. At the top of every page was a header. Signature Integrity Override Protocol. Charisse frowned. "What is this?" Marcus exhaled. "It's how they keep contracts enforceable even when they aren't." Charisse looked up sharply. "That doesn't make sense legally." Marcus gave a dry laugh. "Nothing about this is legal. It's operational." She turned the page. There were diagrams. Flowcharts. Systems showing how a signed document could be silently replaced after execution, then revalidated under a different authentication layer. Charisse felt her stomach tighten. "They're rewriting reality," she said quietly. Marcus didn't correct her, because that was exactly what it looked like. She leaned back slowly. "So the contract I signed," Marcus interrupted gently, "might not be the one they're enforcing." Silence. Heavy. Dense. Uncomfortable. Charisse stood up abruptly. "That's fraud." Marcus nodded. "Yes. And everyone knows?" Marcus hesitated. "Enough people know to keep it running." That sentence hit harder than anything in the lawsuit. Charisse looked at the walls again. All her work, all her trust, all her signatures, reduced to layers of controlled interpretation. For the first time, she wasn't just angry. She was focused. "What do I do?" she asked. Marcus didn't answer immediately. Then, "You build a version of you they can't overwrite." Across the city, Victoria Kane stood in a private office. Not Starlene headquarters. Somewhere quieter. Somewhere colder. Her legal advisor entered carefully. "She's escalating her documentation process," he said. Victoria didn't look up from her glass of wine. "How far?" "Full reconstruction mapping. She's cross-referencing everything." That made Victoria pause slightly. Not concern. Interest. "She's learning the system," the advisor added. Victoria swirled the glass slowly. "No," she said. "She's learning what we let her see." The advisor frowned. "Should we stop her?" Victoria finally looked up. For the first time, there was something sharp in her calm expression. "No." A pause. "Let her build." Then she added softly, "The best traps are the ones the target helps construct." Back in her apartment, Charisse opened her laptop. For the first time, she stopped trying to prove innocence. She started building structure. A timeline. A system map. A counter-archive. Every document she placed became a node. Every inconsistency became a connection. Every signature anomaly became a thread. Hours passed. Then days began folding into it. Marcus watched silently from the corner. At one point, he finally spoke. "You're not just defending yourself anymore." Charisse didn't look up. "I know." A pause. "What are you doing then?" he asked. She stopped typing for a moment, then answered, "I'm building something they didn't plan for." Marcus narrowed his eyes. "And what's that?" Charisse finally looked at him. "Proof they can't rearrange." Silence. Not fear. Not doubt. Recognition. Because Marcus understood something in that moment. This wasn't survival anymore. It was preparation for exposure. That night, Charisse received another unknown message. No number. Just text. "You're looking in the right direction. But not deep enough." Her breath stopped. Another message followed immediately. "Check the amendment layer dated 6 months after signing." Charisse stared at the screen. Marcus leaned in. "What is it?" She didn't answer immediately. Then softly, "Something we were never supposed to see." Watch out for the next episode of The Silent Clause.